How do you make tracking sustainable? Because I get that it can sound like a pain in the butt. Here's what's cool. I learned over time what foods were helping me get to my goals and what foods weren't. So I no longer have cheeseburgers, I have hamburgers, because I noticed that I don't really taste the cheese, and it adds so much fat into my fat category that I don't want it. You can make it sustainable by using an app that gets to know you and what you eat. The one that I love is called Lose It. And Lose It knows that I have a Fairlife every single day for breakfast. So it automatically populates for me, and I just tap it one time and it will just put it in there. It makes it really quick and easy. You can also save recipes. So I love to input a recipe, and you do have to input it one time, or you can copy and paste it from a website if you find it there. But once you save that recipe, it's always going to be there for you. So you can go into your recipe folder here and just tap, I made my turkey meatballs, and it will automatically populate them for you into your day's worth of food. You can even do something like a Greek yogurt bowl. It's a snack, but you can save it as a recipe too. So if you always do a half cup of Greek yogurt, and you always do a quarter cup of berries and an eighth cup of granola with a drizzle of honey, you can put all of that into a recipe, so you don't have to go and individually put in those ingredients every time. You can just tap on it one time and it will put it in there for you. Next question is the best split for fat loss. Again, I do the split 35 protein, 35 carbs, and 30 fat. I don't like to go lower than 25% fat. So if you want to adjust your macros to that point, you can. I've seen people go as high as 45% protein and 25% fat, but my happy spot is 35, 35, 30. Fat loss is proven to happen with a 30% ratio. Managing holidays. Well, I don't know about you, but if I lose control over holidays, I don't feel very good. I don't do it for the look. I do it to feel amazing. When that gets taken from me, I want no part of it. That being said, do I still have treats? Yes. I just factor them in to my macros for the day, and I try to stay as balanced as possible, but one day is not going to mess you up. When you have repeated bad days, that's what's going to maybe start having an effect on you. Next question, what the heck are macros? Macros are the macronutrients in your food. So the top ones are protein, carbohydrates, and fats. So when they are in a certain balance, you can get results that you want. Another question down here is, can I just pay attention to calories and not macros? You absolutely can. But are you going to feel your best if you are only having Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburgers and you're only getting 1,200 calories in a day? Or are you going to feel your best if you're eating a balanced diet of chicken breast, egg whites, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, steak, vegetables, things like that? I promise you there is a difference. Are you going to lose weight with both? Sure. But is your energy going to be there? Definitely not. Is it sustainable? Definitely not. Are you going to have the kind of physique that you're wanting? Definitely not. I never just count calories. It is all about the macro breakdown. Having the proper macro breakdown will get you to the goals that you want. Next question is where to start. So if you are starting your weight loss journey and you're super overwhelmed by what you need to do first, I'm going to tell you what you need to do first. I'm going to give you, let's do 3 things. First thing is going to be calculating your macros, because that's going to be the most effective tool for your weight loss. Number 2, I'm going to tell you that you should buy a big water bottle and you should keep it glued to your hip at all times, because when you're feeling snacky, drink the water. Water jumpstarts your system. It's the best thing to have right when you wake up in the morning. It is the best thing to have right before you eat your meals. Number 3, throw out the junk around you, because it's too tempting. It makes sticking to your goals a lot harder. Next question is how long to stay in a deficit for. I didn't do a deficit longer than 1 to 2 months because maintenance was very important to me. I didn't want to lose all of this weight and then gain it right back, because I had stayed in a deficit for so long that I had wrecked my metabolism. Deficit for 1 to 2 months, maintain for 1 to 2 months, deficit for 1 to 2 months. And I repeated that process until I achieved 75 pounds of weight loss. That leads me into some reverse dieting tips too, because I did fluctuate from deficit to maintenance to deficit to maintenance. The way that you do that and don't gain weight is by slowly adding your calories back up to get back to your maintenance level. So you're not going to be at 1,200 calories and then all of a sudden up to 1,700 calories. You're going to want to add little bits of calories every week to build up to that, So you are adding slowly and not shocking your body with all of this extra food that it doesn't know how to use. Say you're at 1,200 calories, bump it up to 1,300 for 1 week. See how you do, see how you feel, see if you maintained your weight, and then bump it up another 50 to 100 calories and maintain that for a week, et cetera, until you get to that 1,700 and see how you feel. Next question, do I raise my calories to bulk? I am not interested in bulking, and I am maintaining beautifully where I'm at. So I currently just eat my maintenance calories, and I love the body that I've got. I'm not interested in bigger muscles at this point. I'm not interested in being more lean. I am just thriving right where I am. How do you find your maintenance calories after a deficit? So it goes back to that BMR calculation that we did multiplied by your activity level. That is your maintenance calories. And you're going to recalculate them after every 10 to 15 pounds of weight loss. And that brings me to the next question of, do you calculate your macros based on your goal weight or your current weight? It's your current weight, but recalculate them again every 10 to 15 pounds because those numbers will change. The best deficit to be in is where you can lose weight and still feel really good. For most people, that's between 250 and 500 calories. 500 is a little bit more aggressive. It can be harder to do for a long period of time. You gotta go by how your body feels. When I lost my weight, I did a 500 calorie deficit.